Mosaic art is one of those arts that look absolutely phenomenal, and you know it takes a lot of time to get all those itty bitty pieces in the right places. And to me, mosaic art has always been extremely intricate. Everything from that funny looking bee to this really amazing ship that looks like it has iridescent little tiles. It just looks like it's a lot of work. And heck, people have turned it into different kinds of paintings, and I feel like paint by number or diamond painting is basically within itself its own mosaic art. Heck, if you don't want to work with tiles or glass or rocks, you even have the option of doing mosaic sticker books. And so today I want to explore mosaic art for the first time. Everything from the basics to something a little bit more advanced. I'm not necessarily the person with the most amount of patience, so I'm curious if I'm going to like it or absolutely despise it. Let me know in the comments, have you done any kind of mosaic art, whether it's with glass, stone, tiles, stickers, or diamond painting? I'm super curious. Oh, but what are you even talking about? I am a purist, and mosaic art only comes in one form. Wrong! You're absolutely wrong. Because according to Mosaic Art Gallery, mosaic is the art of creating images with either colored glass, stone, or other materials. That leaves it very broad. By the way, apparently in here we're supposed to get a whole vase. Not sure. But first we're going to start with something that most of us are familiar with, mini mosaic. And the art for this one is absolutely adorable, coming in at only 29 cents each image, which means that it can be pretty accessible, especially if you're trying to see if you like it. Oh, that is sticky right away. We will not be opening that. And this is a really cute sheet because we have different cats doing different poses with foods. Fries, sandwich, Nutella, coconut, honey, pancakes, hot dog, peanut butter, burger, ice cream, a drawing, and another drawing. And then we have the little diamonds that we're going to be using. It looks like they are separated by color. Now I know traditionally this isn't the kind of mosaic that has the kind of grout and cleaning, but we do have plenty of those that we're going to work with later on. I just gotta get my fingers warmed up. Don't take that out of context. Don't. And then we have the little tools over here with the sticky part that we're going to be able to use for this little diamond picking. And let's go with something cute and simple like our hot dog. Here is our little kitty cat. And I don't know why, this is kind of making me nervous because the colors are supposed to be separated, but it looks like it's a bit of a mess, but only one way to know. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of colors. That's actually really cheap for what it is. So, not bad. And here we have the color numbers. So we need number 2, 3, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There's number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is so organized, except we don't have anything to put this in after. So no resealable bags, you gotta find your own. And now for this thing over here, let's get you. Okay. I've only ever done this once, so I don't know what I'm getting myself into. The rest of the stuff I've never done. 0. Okay, so I think there's a protective film. Yes, there is a protective film. And I think I'm supposed to push this thing in here, like I saw. And now we have a piece that is supposed to help us pick up the diamond. So this is supposed to be sticky, so let me just get rid of the excess. And because mama didn't raise no beginner, I'm not risking opening it at the seams. I'm going to use my scissors. All right, let's get number 1 going, like I saw. And we should be able to drop it here. I think we can just shake-a, right? I don't know. Aren't y'all supposed to organize yourselves? Come on, you can do it. Because we don't want the flat part like this. We want them to organize themselves with the rounded part on top. They've done it for the most part, except for this bundle over there. This bundle over here is like, you know what you do with your rules? You can take it and shove it inside a can of tuna. All right, I think now we can remove the top. Very nice. And this is where it gets a little bit more nitpicky. So now we can lift a diamond and now we can just shove it down like this. Very cute. The process is pretty simple. The only thing is that it is something that is time consuming, so you don't do this art when you're in a hurry to finish a project. You really take your time and put the little pieces where they need to belong. That's basically what this one is. It's a good introduction to see what kind of patience you got. And here it is all done. Is it the biggest, amazing, most beautiful piece of art? The answer is no, absolutely no, but it's cute and it's mine and it took me 10 minutes. Okay, what does this paper, get off, it's stuck, get off. Oh my gosh, get out. And again, for under $3.50, this is an amazing project that, again, is about 30 cents a piece, more or less. And before you come at me again, look, it clearly says Mosaic on the posting, okay? Don't come at me. I'm not clickbaiting. This says Mosaic, which means we move to the next one. Oh, I forgot to mention, also, this is, hang on, a sticker. So if you want to make it and then stick it on your notebook or your notepad or anything, it's a sticker as well. So it's double the fun. I don't make the rules. The fun has showed up. Now we're going to try something with actual grout, and it's called My Dazzling Mosaic Art Kit. And this kit looks absolutely accessible. This is how I feel beginner mosaic would kind of look like, because we do have, I'm guessing it's grout or some kind of white compound. We're going to make some kind of environment, clean it up. We probably have to wait, my guess, 24 hours for it to fully settle. And we even have the instructions in the back. What bothers me a little bit is that it says glue, but then again, if this is supposed to be for ages 4 and up, maybe grout is a little too toxic. I do have ones that I think is grout. This one, I'm not sure. I have no idea what's going on here. Maybe none of them are grout. I don't know. I'm trying everything myself, so I don't know what to expect. And at $31 for 3 projects, each one of these is costing us approximately $10. And it does say that the material is a powder caulk. I'm trying to get that L in there. So it's not necessarily a glue. It's caulking this thing on the screen. It's a kind of silicone. Stop it. I am the mature one. I am mature. You're not. And it does look like we get some really cute, colorful tiles. So I'm really excited about this. I don't know what's going on with that orange. It is going to be a kind of plaster grout, because look at that. We're actually going to be pasting it all over the top and then wiping it out. That is exciting. I'm actually really excited for this. There's a video? You know we gotta watch it. Okay, so we do start off with a glue. We put our pieces so they don't move around, and then we add the mosaic tiles. That's pretty cute. There we go. And then we're mixing the caulk and then spreading it. Oh, the projects are way smaller than I thought. And then we have to wipe off the excess. And I'm going to guess we have to let it dry. And then marvel at your artwork. I don't know if it's going to stay as shiny, but I'm pretty excited about that. What? You can use it as a cup holder? Oh, heck yeah. A functional and artistic piece? You're getting my heart here. I love functional pieces. And these are the materials we get inside. Okay. And it's non-toxic. I like. All right, so let's do our actual first mosaic one with the actual proper steps. Okay, look at that. These are cute. They really are coasters. Cute, I like that. And wow, they really give us all the materials. I ain't complaining. And we have the instructions, so we're not gonna get rid of that. I just kind of wanna throw it. That's my first thing, is just to throw it. Here's what we get inside. We have these 3 coasters, which I do like because, again, functional pieces. I don't know how flat they're going to get, but we'll find that out together. We have 3 silicone mixing cups, which are kind of muffin cup. Listen, I'm not complaining. This is phenomenal. And then we have charms. Let's get a little closer. We have a pastel unicorn. We have this orange that really has my heart. Ah, dang it. They're not giving us options. Here's what the back looks like. They're really only saying you're going to use all 3. I wish we had a different option here. Oh, these are separated too. Interesting. All right, I do love these 2. This one starts making it a little less interesting. Listen, I love unicorns, but I wish there was a continuity. Either give us many unicorns or different fruits or different colored hearts. I like variety. I just feel like one of each feels a little disjointed. And then we have 3 bags of tiles. We have one that is blues and purples. Take a closer look. Oh, these are pretty. So here's what the purple looks like. And then we have a glass one, absolutely beautiful. Let's get a blue one. And it has like this rock sparkly texture to it. This is absolutely adorable. But then they also have a blue version. Oh wait, did I look at the back of it? Oh, I totally looked at the back of it. Here's what it looks like for real. Definitely a sparkly glass. Okay, I am learning. And this next one is super interesting because it looks like we have tiny fruits in here. So let's open it up. And oh my goodness, there's an avocado. Okay, we have little clay slices. We have banana, strawberry, dragon fruit, pineapple, carrots, avocado, and then the tiles, we have a pink, yellow, I think pink and yellow. Yeah, just pink and yellow. Oh, we get little rock stones. This is cute. I do like the aesthetic of this one, and I might use it for the orange one. Oh, this is cute. I like that. And then the last set of tiles look pretty normal. This one's nice, actually. We get a huge variety of colors here. We have pink, we have purple. This one seems scuffed. I don't like that. We have a scuffed piece. We have blue, yellow, green. So these are the colors we get. I do like this set quite a bit. I don't know if they want you to use all of the sets together, but I feel like mixing them up could be more fun. And then in this baggie, 3 thin sponges, 3 spatulas, 3 bags of grout, I'm guessing, 3 glues, and I'm going to guess these are, yes, gloves. So, we get 6 gloves. They really made this so that you can share this project with other people if you wanted to, or have extra material for yourself. Kudos to them. That's really cool. All right, we're going to start off with step 1, which says remove the topper from the glue bottle. So that means there's gonna, there you go. I would have been squeezing and trying to get this done. Aha. And it says to basically apply the glue on the entire coaster. Now, if we do look at step 2, it does look a little bit splotchy, so I'm not too worried about my application here. I guess as long as something is touching to hold its place, it's going to be fine. And just to be clear, they really do give you just enough inside each application, which is phenomenal because there's less wastage. Okay, I have decided I do want to go with the orange, but I'm not going to use the orange set just because I feel like it's lacking color. So we're gonna put the orange right here. Like so, squish. And as much as I do like these colors, we're still missing blues and purples. So I'm gonna drag the other colors from the other sets. Okay, I don't like being restricted. Why are y'all falling upside down? There you go. I want to get every color possible. I don't know if we have them, but we're gonna try. And then we have this other set. You know what? Let me divide them by color because now I'm getting annoyed. So you can see that there is some imbalance in the, actually there's quite a bit of imbalance in the color, and we're not even getting the full spectrum. So we're not really getting any reds. We're barely getting other colors than purple, pink, yellow, blue, green. And green, we only have 3 tiles. So I feel like more could have been done in terms of the variety of colors for me. But at least this is going to visually help me maybe arrange them in a way that makes it more, I guess, palpable for me. And so I feel like I want to put oranges and yellows near the oranges and yellows. So perhaps something like this, I'm guessing. They do want us to leave gaps. So I want oranges and yellows kind of to play around each other, like so. Not sure if I'm gonna put any fruits yet. Maybe on the tiny gaps. So something like, no, like so. And then we have greens and blue. So I think I'm gonna put this blue here. I'm gonna try and get whatever triangular pieces near the triangular pieces, although we don't have that many. And then the green here. We really don't have much green to work with. So I'm gonna put this one a little bit more diamond-like to get that flow. And then another one like so. If there's anything that you should know about me is I do not like symmetry at all. You could probably tell. Gosh, I really want another green here, but we don't have much options. So we're just gonna go with this, and we're gonna do another blue this way, off center. You know what? Maybe we could put a couple of these ones in here just to throw things off a bit. We don't have a purple up here that's triangular, so I'm gonna put another one of these. Now we're gonna get some pink, and we're gonna get some purples, and we're gonna have a variety of them. There we go, like so. I wanna put another pink, can I? There we go. This looks terrible. I feel like we need to scrunch them in a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna do this, fill in this. These are going to be my filler pieces. Move you here and fill you in here. I think this is cute, potentially. Should I put the fruits in? Okay, you know what? I will sprinkle a carrot over here. 1 random carrot, 1 random kiwi. Oh, that will not fit. That is not fitting. Avocado? Okay, avocado. We need something blue, maybe purple. We'll put a piece of grape. There we go. It's off center, but you know what? There's more stuff going on. All right, now they say to wait 10 minutes and then we can put the grout.
One eternity later.
All right, so I may have put too much glue because it has been well over 20 minutes. I am tired of sitting here and waiting. It's still looking cute. I'm trying to use this heat gun to get it going. And I feel like I could get away with using the grout, but I'm worried that things will, see, this is shifting. This is still moving. And I have taken a Q-tip to try and remove some of the excess, but it's just, it's way too tight in there and I might lose the adhesion. So I'm just gonna get the heat gun going. All we need is just for it to hold enough to put that grout. All right, so it has been over 30 minutes and I think we're good enough. Things are holding place and that's all I need. So we're gonna go ahead, take our mixing plate, cup, silicone, and the powder. Oh, that sheet thick. Okay, this is packed in tightly. I'm gonna make a mess, aren't I? Give me a second. This is my attempt at not making a mess. A paper towel. It cannot protect me, but it will do its best. All right, let's get this here. Are they sure that this is going to be big enough? Oh boy. You know what? I guess they are sure. Now, the moral of the story for the glue is to actually glue each piece at a time, not to spread the glue at the bottom. At least that's what I think is going to work better. Maybe we can carry that experience onto our next project, but we'll see. Now, they don't actually say how much water to put. They said just enough to create a paste. So I'm gonna go ahead, put a couple of pumps, and we go mixy. That is definitely not enough water. How much is enough? I don't know. Since this is a measurement, this shouldn't have been so complicated. They could have just given us an exact measurement. I should have a glove on. Oh, my sausage fingers barely fit. Look at that. I have webbed hands. Oh, I can barely bend my hands now. Hang on. Oh, that is not gonna work for me. That is not working. I can't even bend my fingers. Let's put a couple more pumps and hopefully we can get a nice paste. We still have some powder at the bottom, so we're gonna have to just mix it. Oh my goodness, this mess. I was like, this is fantastic. We get silicone mixing cups. No, we should have had something less soft. Something less soft. Oh gosh. Look how flimsy it is. Every time I'm trying to mix it, the whole thing's coming up. This looks like a good paste. I think this is a decent consistency. Now, step four says wear gloves, spread to fill the mosaic gaps. Okay, I cannot wear the gloves because my hand's too big. So we're gonna go ahead and spread that stuff in between the gaps, like so. And I'm gonna make sure I get all the gaps as much as I can. Very nice. I don't know what I'm doing. I genuinely have no clue what I'm doing here. But the picture does show that they are covering the entire thing. So I'm just following what I'm seeing. I'm gonna try and really get in there. Voila. We're gonna scrape off some of the top just to make sure that we are getting in between everything. So far, so good. Oh, we have movement. We have movement. No bueno. Let's not move, please. Oh, there's a lot of movement. The pieces are swooshing around in there. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as is, and it says for 20 minutes in hopes that this caulk thing hardens just enough to hold the pieces together. All right, I started off pretty confident with the diamond painting kind, and now I have no confidence because the box says wait 20 minutes. This is still oopy gloopy, super goopy, and we have a little sponge, and I have a little bowl of water, and now I'm just supposed to wipe everything off from the surface and then let it dry. Now, it doesn't even say how long let it dry is on step 6, but it says that it can become dry to the touch within 30 minutes, but can take up to 10 days to completely cure. So we're just gonna remove this. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna try and be as gentle as possible just because I don't want any of the pieces to move, and I feel like they will move. The sponge is not sponging. Oh boy, slow and steady. We're gonna get there. She a very little sponge. We need to make sure that we see the orange. Let me know if this is how mosaic is. I'm starting to not know if I like this art form. It's pretty to look at, but I don't know about my current feelings right now. We don't even see the orange. Oh my gosh. I am panicking. We see a little orange. Oh, and I forgot to mention that these tiles are uneven, including the little clay pieces. Everything is super uneven. So I'm not sure how this is going to be as an actual coaster. Listen, so far so good. I'm seeing some gaps. I'm gonna try and push pieces of that caulk inside those gaps later on. But for now, we're just gonna do some cleanup until we get something. Well, that's a big gap right there. You can see a big gap here, a big gap there. That's okay. We still have some leftover in here. So I'm gonna take this little Q-tip and shove it right in there, right in here. and right in here. Oh boy, there. I don't know if that's gonna work. We're gonna pretend that it might work. And another gap over here just showed up. If you do Mosaic, let me know what I'm doing wrong. Listen, this is so far not so bad. I feel like I would have liked to have tighter pieces, but they didn't give us too many size differences. This is looking good. All right, step 6 does show that we need to remove the acrylic peel from this thing. Let me give it one more wash. I'm very paranoid right now. Let me just give it one more wash just to make sure everything is nice and shiny. How do we get that peel off? I'm using a scissor. Oh boy, can I get it? Oh, we got it. Come here. Huzzah! Okay, now we're gonna let it dry overnight. The next day, according to this chicken. And ta-da! Here's what it looks like. I am so sad about this because I think this was way too thick and I should have definitely gone much thinner. It did say paste, so I did follow the instructions in terms of paste. I think next time we're definitely going to have to go much more liquidy and just slather that stuff on there. I do think it's cute, it's colorful, but let's try and put a cup on it. Actually, I don't have a cup near me, but I do have an iced tea. So let's go ahead and put an iced tea on there. Oh. A cup holder should be good. Not cup holder, a coaster should be good for all cup sizes. It's too wonky. I told you, grains, the problem with this is that the tiles are uneven and then this thing is way too low. It's wonky. So, no, decorative, yes. Instructions could use a little tweaking. I'll give my experience on this one probably a 6.5 on 10. It wasn't my favorite. And now it's time for us to level up. I have no idea what's in here and I'm hoping whatever showed on the actual listing is going to be in this one. Because coming in at $13.68, the color is called Girly Heart. Now I have no idea what Girly Heart design is, so I just went ahead and decided to get it. And according to the instructions, it looks like we're getting a lot of different pieces and okay, we're using some kind of really thick glue and we're gonna put the pieces. Okay, that's gonna be quite the process. I'm really hoping that's not just it. I really hope we are going to be doing, oh, I see a packet of powder on the top left. I'm curious if it's going to, oh, these are little hearts and stars. There it is, the pack of powder. So I'm guessing, yes, there we go. I hope we get a bowl too. And now we're going to smush it on. It looks like the pieces are sticking pretty well on the actual vase. This is looking good. Definitely more promising than the one we paid more for from Amazon. And they're looking cute. I will actually use this as decoration at home. So it looks like the green one is called Girly Heart. Not seeing any hearts, but that's okay. And here's all the other designs that they have. Again, I don't know which one is considered Girly Heart because I think pinks and reds if we're going with hearts, but it looks like we do get a bowl. So these are technically the materials we're supposed to get. So let's see what we get inside. Okay, interesting. This is way smaller than I expected. And it's some kind of plastic. A little bowl, a big sponge. Oh, okay. And that's it. Now this thing is quite heavy, so let's check it out. We have a imitation cream, so I guess this is how we're going to be sticking our charms and our pieces on top. Oh my goodness, that is green. That is green. But we also get flowers, mismatched flowers, where the center is off center. And we're definitely getting some really interesting wonky flowers. They're cute though. Listen, I'm not one for perfection. So we're gonna use what we get. We also have rope, we have the powder, and I'm guessing this is what it's supposed to look like. You know what? I'm not too mad. This is pretty cute. First thing we're gonna have to do is divide these by color just so we know where we're at. I'm not sure what the beads in there are for. Oh, probably embellishments in the middle, I guess. I'm gonna separate these. All right, I'm tired. Here's the situation. I am not a person who is a perfectionist, nor do I have any kind of OCD where I need things to be organized, but this mosaic thing has got me wanting to separate things by color. What is going on here? I do not know, but all I know is things are funny in this kit. We have a lot of dark green, we have some of the middle green, and then some of the lighter green. So I went ahead and separated these. And then for the flowers, we have a bunch of red, purple, 2 greens, 4 blues, but only 1 orange and 1 pink. And then we have some shells here, which are really pretty because they're kind of iridescent and I'm not mad about it. And from what I can see on this picture, we only need 2, 3, maybe 2 of the dark green and then middle. I don't know if we have enough, but we're gonna go ahead and try our best. So I'm gonna get that cream This reminds me of the same cream that you can make decoden with. So if you're trying to decorate your phone and make some cute little phone cases, it doesn't harden very quickly. So I'm really curious how long every one of these steps is going to take. So let's just move everything. Luckily I put it on a paper towel. And since I need to see what the heck I'm doing, I'm gonna put my glasses on. They're kind of dirty, but that's okay. That is just the thing of crafting. And again, according to the video, we should be able to just put one strip of that cream all the way around. I'm not gonna put too much because I learned my lesson with the other thing. So we're just gonna go all the way around very nice and gingerly, like I saw. And we're gonna start with the darker color. Voila. Now they did give us quite a bit, so I'm just gonna space it out as evenly as I can. So far so good. Oh boy. Am I a little wonky? Absolutely. If we need more, we'll just shove it like this. You know what? I kind of like this version versus the one where you just shove it at the bottom of a base, like the previous kit. I kind of like this. This is handmade, so it doesn't need to be perfect, okay? But look at that. Right on. Oh my goodness. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to go and do the exact same thing on the next few levels. We're just going to put the cream and hope nothing falls because of gravity. I just don't want to put too much cream because that's going to cause slippage. All right, the next step in the image is actually making a kind of vertical triangular thing. It kind of goes like this and then that, I think. And it's using these ones, but it goes like diamond shaped. Now I'm gonna alternate the colors, even though this one is fully green in terms of like dark green. They're all green. And we're gonna make this shape. That is pretty cute. I like this. I'm gonna do the whole thing all the way around because I think it's adorable. Part of me wants to alternate, but I feel like the light green is gonna take over because it's basically the one right under it. So we're just gonna go all the way around. So far, I'm really happy with this. It is looking really cute. I don't know. I'm in love with this. I really hope it stays together. What I did now is I ordered my little heart, not little hearts, my little flowers in rainbow mode. And I'm going to take the cream and put it again in between the little triangular things and put one flower of each. We actually have space for all of these colors for our rainbow order. All right, now for the shells, we have some of them that are iridescent, some that are not so iridescent, but I do love the texture of these, and you can see the iridescentness of this one, just absolutely beautiful. I really want pieces like this, but I think, like I said, a difference of a few of them is going to be absolutely phenomenal. So I'm just taking, again, the glue, putting it in different splotches, just so it has no rhyme or reason. I'm making this part a little bit more dense than the rest of them. All right, now I think it's been about half an hour. It says as long as the pieces are not easy to move, we can move on to the next step. And I'm testing over here and I'm moving them. Nothing's moving. So I think we should be okay. The only thing I think we're not going to be okay with are the shells. I think they might be too smooth. So if they do start to come off, I'm just going to start placing them on top of the actual grout because they're not moving so far, but I feel like, oh, there you go. As I was saying, I feel like some pieces might actually just fall off if they're too smooth. So we'll get there when we get there. All right, so we have our caulk. Just gonna keep pronouncing it this way. I have a feeling they did give us a lot of everything except for the caulk itself. So we'll see if this is actually enough. I like the fact that they gave us the bowl though. All right, now we're gonna spritz it. Did they give us a mixing spoon or not? Never mind, they did. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, and it's even a better spoon because it's a little bit more smushy. I don't know how much water. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I feel like last time it may have been too thick, so it made a lot of air pockets in the previous one. So maybe this time we're just gonna go a little less pasty. Oh gosh, that is not it. I'm gonna have to put a lot more water. I feel like this might actually be plaster. Okay, that is she's thick. She's thick. Okay, we got this. Okay, we're getting somewhere. There we go. There we go. This is looking good. Nice and smushy. We're gonna make sure we get all the powder. I feel like one more pump of water should do it. There we go. That is a nice, smooth consistency. Oh, that is nice. Still pasty, but creamy. All right, we're gonna apply this oh, this might be too thick. I'm not okay with this. I'm gonna put a little bit more water. The only reason I'm doing that is because I don't want any kind of resistance. I feel like if there's resistance, we're gonna get loose pieces. I know we're supposed to wait after we put the grout, but I don't got no timing. The instructions are terrible. Maybe I chose the wrong items to try something for the first time. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Very nice, very good. I don't think we have enough, but we're still gonna go gingerly here. Nice and easy. So far, so good. This is not bad. I just wanna make sure we have enough. Oh, these are big gaps. I think I should have packed things more tightly. It's okay, we're learning. There's a learning curve. I think making this thinner was a great idea, but I think I should have packed things a little bit more tightly. But that's okay for now. I'm just giving myself pep talks. Give me pep talks. Kitty editor, what's your best pep talk for me right now?
You're either making a masterpiece or a mess. Same thing, really.
Okay, kitty editor. I think that's enough.
Perfect.
That's enough! You can go now! Oh, kitty editor. Everyone loves you for a reason, and it's probably because you like to destroy me. That's okay. I'm really doing my best here to get into all the little nooks and crannies. If we need to dip into the other kit, I might have to do that, but I'm hoping we don't have to. So far, so good. Okay, now we're getting into the bigger gaps, which is getting me a little bit more worried here. You know, I kind of want to use my fingers. We'll do that later. I might use my finger just to kind of swipe on top and get extra if we need it. So we'll just get all these little gaps for now. Big gaps. My fingers are cramping. Alright, we got some big schmutch right there. We're gonna schmutch it here, schmutch it there, and just go ahead and spread that stuff. Very nice. Those poor flowers, they're like, where am I? I feel like we do have enough. I'm just gonna have to use my, oh, something moved. Did something move? I thought something moved. No, yes? No. Okay, we're picking this up. We're getting into crucial territory here. I don't think these shells are gonna show. I'm really not sure. Okay, this is where I'm gonna go ahead and use my fingers after we pick all this batter up. This is the forbidden batter. Do not lick. Actually, all batter is technically the forbidden batter. That never stopped us. Okay. Yeah, now I'm gonna use my finger and I'm just gonna wipe gently and bring it up. This is all I'm doing, is gently bringing everything upwards, like I saw. Getting some of those gaps. Definitely way better control with the finger. Don't take me out of context again. I'm just gonna work our way up. And I'm not putting any kind of pressure, just really moving things. Probably not a good idea to do something like that, especially this is a chemical, but I do have dragon fingers and I barely get any reaction for most things. So don't do what I do, do what the instructions say. So far, so good. I feel like this is also helping get any kind of mini gaps. Beautiful. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna go get my sponge now. All right, now I have the bowl of water. This sponge is very substantial. Doesn't hold much moisture though. Interesting. Now, my first instinct is to do the cleanup on top of the bowl, but knowing myself, I'm gonna drop it. So we're not even gonna take that risk. We're just gonna go ahead and gently wipe the bottom. I'm putting like zero pressure right now. Okay, just wiping very gently. The instructions say to wipe it again once it's a little bit more dry. So right now we're just removing the excess. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't she a beauty? Okay. This looks good. I have to say, out of all the projects, this one had me more in a zen mode and it felt like the materials were working together. Okay, the flowers is the scary part. Got it. Yes, that's looking good. I'm hyping myself so much right now. There we go. Beautiful. Beauty. Almost as beautiful as you, Grains. Listen, you're beautiful. I love you, okay? Stay with me. Okay, I'm nervous about the shells, so I'm going very gentle here. Very, very gentle. I want the iridescence to ooh, no, don't use the tip of the sponge. Don't use the tip of the sponge. Yes, the iridescence is showing off a little bit. And here's what it looks like so far. I'm going to let it sit for about half an hour before giving it a second wipe, which is going to clear off anything that is basically remnants on the tiles itself, I believe, and hopefully we don't get any gaps. Now, before putting it to dry for half an hour, I know there's some little beads here, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert a couple of them here in hopes that by the time they dry a little bit, it's going to be stuck in there just a little more to get some colors. So I'm just putting those beads all the way around and in the gaps that I think they should be. The next day, according to this chicken. All right, so I have left it on overnight as is, but we are ready to give it a good brushing. So far, everything looks really good. There are some bits that could use a little bit of washing. I can actually be a little bit more aggressive because it has definitely settled. So let's give it a good wash and see if we can get more of those. Oh, that looks way better. Of those shells to actually come through. Oh yeah, look at that iridescence. Yeah, this looks great. I'm just gonna clean here. Oh, this looks so good. And even though we are the next day, we can actually just buff all the pieces way better this way. Oh, I'm so happy with this. And here's how it's looking so far. The only thing left to do is to put the rope. It's quite a long rope, so I think I'm going to double it. And we're gonna put it like a saw and just twirl it around. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that because I need to tie it. That did not work. That did not work in my favor. So we're gonna leave this much out and now we're gonna wrap it. There you go. Now it makes sense. So we're gonna go as low. Oh, there you go. Maybe too much. There. I'm a professional. Ta-da! Listen, this is a basic mosaic practice piece. If y'all want me to do something more advanced, like advanced mosaic with actual drawings and crushing bits and pieces and making full illustrations, definitely let me know in the comments. But until then, I'm going to rate my experience with this project an 8 on 10. I actually did quite enjoy it. If you want to watch more first time me trying things, make sure you click up here. If you want to catch something different like mystery boxes, make sure you check it down here. Until then, I will see you grains in the next video.